Hello, Morongo Basin and listeners around the world online at Z107.7fm.com. Here is the Z107.7 local news for Tuesday, August 22nd, 2023. Many of the major road delays caused by Hurricane Hilary in the Morongo Basin have been resolved. A complete traffic stoppage on 29 Palms Highway in Morongo Valley was resolved yesterday afternoon by the California Highway Patrol, allowing high desert residents to travel back and forth from low desert areas. A major delay on Old Woman Springs Road at Pipes Canyon has also been resolved by the CHP. However, as of this morning, 29 Palms Highway remains fully closed at the intersection of Godwin Road near Wonder Valley, with no indication as to when this issue may be resolved. One eastbound lane of 29 Palms Highway is closed in Desert Hot Springs, near Painted Hills Road, so expect delays. The town of Yucca Valley announced yesterday that all roads maintained under their supervision are open. Low desert areas like Desert Hot Springs, Palm Springs, Cathedral City, and Indio suffered from severe flooding over the weekend, so if you are traveling in or to those areas, check your route ahead of time for closures and delays. The 10 freeway east of 29 Palms Highway interchange is experiencing major closures. Though roads may be open for traffic, continue to keep an eye out for debris, including mud, large rocks, and trash that could still present a hazard in the roads. School throughout the Morongo Unified School District begins today after a delay owing to Hurricane Hilary. As roads throughout the high desert have reopened, school is in session with normal hours, and school buses are running their usual routes. Z107.7 wishes every student, teacher, and staff member an excellent school year. Joshua Tree National Park will reopen today for day-use visits. The park was closed by rangers and staff on Friday morning out of precaution for possible flash flooding, lightning, and road closures related to Hurricane Hilary. As of this morning, all visitor centers and paved roads will be open to visitors. All dirt roads and campgrounds will remain closed until further assessment can be done. National Park rangers and staff are continuing to assess the impact of the hurricane to the park, identifying hazards and reporting on road conditions. As this assessment continues, they expect to have a clearer idea of when the park will fully reopen. For the most up-to-date information about current road conditions in Joshua Tree National Park, see a link in this story at z1077fm.com. 2 people were stranded on an embankment in a wash amidst rushing waters on Sunday afternoon before they were rescued and received medical attention. Just after 4 p.m., San Bernardino County Fire say they responded to a swift water rescue in the area of Sunset and Hilltop in Joshua Tree. During a search of the area conducted alongside deputies from the Morongo Basin Sheriff's Station and officers from the California Highway Patrol, the county fire crew found an adult male and adult female located on a shrub-covered island in the flood-impacted wash. Neither victim was suffering from injuries, and they were carried out of the wash through the floodwater individually, at which point they were assessed by Morongo Basin Ambulance. The male was taken to High Desert Medical Center for treatment for hypothermia. The 29 Palms City Council will gather this evening to host 5 public hearings concerning updates to the Fire and Development Codes. Reporter Heather Clisby has the full meeting preview.
Tonight's 29 Palm City Council meeting will include 5 public hearings, 3 discussion items, plus an introduction of the San Bernardino County Sheriff's Department's new detective. The first hearing is to formally amend and adopt the recently updated California Fire Code. The second hearing pertains to an amendment to the Development Code for land uses on several fronts. The third hearing comes out of state mandates to address the housing shortage and the allowance for accessory dwelling units. The fourth hearing again relates to a proposed amendment to the Development Code regarding density, community centers, and emergency shelters. The final hearing relates to off-street parking and loading. After a recommendation from the city's Housing Homeless Advisory Committee, the council will discuss the purchase of a portable shower unit to serve the homeless. Finally, council will review the Tourism Business Improvement District's annual report, marketing plan, and budget for fiscal year 2023 and 2024, as well as reaffirm the proposed T-Bid's 1.5% assessment on short-term stays. The meeting begins at 6 p.m. at City Hall, 6136 Adobe Road. Reporting for Z107.7, this is Heather Clisby.
The Yucca Valley Planning Commission will meet tonight with a short agenda. Reporter Hillary Sloan will tell you what will be covered.
When they meet tonight, the Yucca Valley Planning Commission will receive and file the Land Development Update Report. Also scheduled is a permit review of a 40-foot container at 7357 Apache Trail. The meeting is at 6 p.m. in the Yucca Room of the Yucca Valley Community Center, 57090 29 Palms Highway, and will be live streamed. The public is welcome. For the link to the Zoom meeting, see this story at Z107.7fm.com. For Z107.7, this is Hillary Sloan.
If some of the damage from the recent storm includes Joshua trees that have fallen on your property, the Western Joshua Tree Conservation Act requires that you apply for a permit to remove or alter the protected species. The California Department of Fish and Wildlife is required to process these permits within 30 days of receipt of the fallen or problem trees. That window shrinks down to 10 days if the tree creates an imminent threat to public health and safety. The permits are free for property owners that have a fallen Joshua tree, but the tree must be within 30 feet of an existing structure or be leaning on the building for the permit to be valid. We'll have a link to the California Department of Fish and Wildlife's Joshua Tree permit page at this story on our website, Z107.7fm.com. Blood is desperately needed in the Morongo Basin. To that end, Livestream will be holding a blood drive tomorrow from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. at Vaughn's, located at 57590 29 Palms Highway in Yucca Valley. Healthy individuals at least 15 years of age may donate blood. Donors receive a free mini physical. Please set an appointment by calling Livestream at 1-800-879-4484 or visiting lstream.org. And finally, it's a sad day for longtime Z107.7 listeners. After 34 years of noble service, the Z107.7 weather palm finally succumbed. Gary Daigneault explains.
Already the victim of bad driving, Tropical Storm Hillary was the final straw. Since 1989, when Z107.7 first went on the air, morning show co-host Les Taylor would refer to the weather palm as our indication of wind direction and intensity. His references to the palm tree in front of the Joshua Tree Studios over the years made it one of the unique parts of our quirky desert lifestyle. In the summer of 2022, a sloppy truck driver hit it and had remained at a 30-degree angle, albeit still flourishing. Alas, the winds of Hillary proved too much for the struggling plant and was found on the ground, partially on Halley Road, Monday. Listeners are invited to drive by the location, give it a final honk goodbye before work crews arrive to take it to its final resting place. For Z107.7, I'm Gary Daigneault.
Thank you, Gary. We will miss the weather palm. That's our local news. Hear local news 7 times a day, 7 days a week at 7, 8, 9, noon, 4, 5, and 6. If you hear news happening, let us know about it. Email us at tips@z107.7fm.com. Reporting for the Morongo Basin News Leader, the award-winning Z107.7 Local News, I'm Jeff Harmetz.